More than 22,000 Tennessee drivers have gone electric. They don't pay for gas, which of course is a big part of that draw, but that also means they don't pay gas taxes.
But as TDOT and the governor push to really modernize how our state builds infrastructure, they say it's time for this small but growing group to pay up. Exactly how much, though, has certainly become a sticking point, but Rebecca's been following this for us. And TDOT is proposing kind of a compromise to lawmakers today, right after those closed-door negotiations.
Yeah, so Ben, Amy, an increase in registration fees really brought a lot of pushback from car makers as they churn out new electric cars. And today, TDOT will propose a slightly lower increase to lawmakers, with drivers paying a proposed $274 a year, down from $300. It would stair step over time, but would eventually still be the highest electric vehicle fee in the entire country.
Touch it, and then pops open. You can take a look inside.
When you sell used electric cars,
Normally be an engine over here. Now is a trunk space.
you spend a lot of time teaching and driving while teaching. So can you pretty much tell someone, hey, this battery has another 7 years on it?
Oh, absolutely.
Hybrid and electric car sales in Franklin opened in June, but demand is so high they're already talking expansion. How many are you guys selling?
I would say average one a day.
About one a day, 20 to 30 every month, so one in, one out.
They say it's because of the savings. Buyers can get thousands of dollars of federal tax credits right now, and they say goodbye to filling up the tank.
That customer, from what the car they traded in, they saved $700 a month in gas. The car essentially paid for itself.
Taxes on gas help make up the bulk of road funding.
That number divided by my budget last year is roughly 60%.
TDOT CFO Joe Galbato says increasing yearly fees on electric cars is about laying a roadmap for when more Tennesseans charge up than fill up.
At some point here in the future, most cars being sold in the nation and most cars being driven will be electric. What we're trying to do with the EV fee is, again, looking to the future.
UT researchers say the average Tennessee driver generates $274 a year in gas taxes. So TDOT is proposing electric drivers pay that number exactly. But
the fact that the proposal would put Tennessee at the highest fee for electric vehicles in the entire country, I think is what doesn't sit well with some folks.
We have worked with all the automakers. We are at 274 is the number we've agreed upon.
at the car lot, Jeppy thinks Tennessee should encourage EV ownership, like other states with HOV exceptions and free access to future toll lanes.
Hey, we're gonna pay maybe $200 more. Maybe we can get in that lane in 65 as a single driver.
It's possible, but no guarantees. For now, TDOT is focused on pressing the gas, or the on switch, on new revenue from electric.
We know how much a normal car sends to Washington, how much stays here. We want that same parity for the electric vehicles.
So here's how the math shakes out on this. According to UT's Baker Center for Public Policy, the average Tennessee driver pays $274 in gas taxes a year. Researchers say that's $164 for state taxes, $110 for federal. But the feds don't collect on electric vehicles right now. Nonetheless, Ben and Amy, TDOT says that it still wants to charge that full amount for electric, with that $110 portion being divided between state and local governments.
Okay, so how about hybrids? I mean, we know those have been a really popular option now for decades almost. People use gas in those, though.
Yeah, and at the car lot, they were talking about how that's almost like a stair-step way to get into electric vehicles.
Right.
You can still use gas if you want to, if you're worried about it. The proposed fee does take that into account. Hybrids would be charged a $100 yearly fee.